On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Quintessence.
The perfect example of a quality or class.
Examples:
The quintessence of virtue. Quintessence of life. The quintessence of the author's writing is the depth of emotion conveyed.
Hypnotic.
Inducing sleep, causing sleepiness, particularly as a result of a repetitive noise or motion.
Examples:
Mild hypnotic. Hypnotic effect. His voice had a hypnotic quality for me.
Spellbound.
Completely captivated or enchanted by something or someone, held under a powerful or magical spell.
Examples:
Spellbound audience. Spellbound by her beauty. I was absolutely spellbound by the beauty of the sunset.
Spectacle.
Something or someone seen, especially a notable or unusual sight, an optical device consisting of a frame that houses a pair of lenses for correcting defective vision.
Examples:
Pretty spectacle. Spectacle lens. She could not help watching the sad spectacle.
Riverbank.
The land along the edge of a river, often used for recreation or agricultural purposes.
Examples:
Riverbank erosion. Walk along the riverbank. We enjoyed a picnic on the riverbank and watched the boats go by.
Canoe.
A narrow, light boat with pointy ends and no keel that is propelled by a paddle.
Examples:
Canoe race. Make a canoe trip. After the accident, the police found an empty canoe.
Firefly.
A flying nocturnal insect common in warm regions with a tail that shines in the dark.
Examples:
The glow of a firefly. Sparkle like firefly. In that country, there is a culture of eating live firefly squid.
Whoop.
To shout or cry out loudly, often in celebration or excitement, to make an exuberant noise.
Examples:
Whoop with joy. Whoop it up at a party. The winning team began to whoop and holler with excitement.
Synchronize.
To happen or cause to happen at the same time or rate.
Examples:
Synchronize movements. Synchronize our watches. The ball speed will increase when the lower body movements are perfectly synchronized.
Neuroscience.
The scientific study of the function, structure, and disorder of the brain and the nervous system.
Examples:
The branch of neuroscience. A theoretical concept in neuroscience. Our university is famous for its professors, who are well versed in behavioral neuroscience.
Neuron.
A cell that is specialized to carry information within the brain and between the brain and other parts of the body.
Examples:
Excite the neurons. Neuron cell body. Our body transfers information along each neuron using an electrical impulse.
Crackle.
To make a succession of slight popping sounds, often due to the heating or drying of some materials, such as firewood, paper, plastic, or food, to snap, crack, or crunch. Noun, a series of sharp, popping sounds that are caused by the rapid expansion and contraction of a material, such as wood or paper, due to changes in temperature or humidity.
Examples:
Crackle on the gravel road. The crackle of the thunder. The firewood crackled and popped into the fireplace, sending sparks up the chimney.
Chop.
To cut something into pieces with a sharp tool, such as a knife.
Examples:
Chop wood. Chop a meat with a knife. The cook chopped the vegetables for the soup.
Emigrate.
To leave one's country or region to settle in another.
Examples:
Emigrate to a new country. Emigrate for better opportunities. Many people emigrated from Ireland to America during the Great Famine.
Inherit.
To receive money, property, or a title from someone after they have died.
Examples:
Inherit estate. Inherit ancestral property. After his death, his sons inherited his business.
Villager.
A person who lives in a village or small rural community. A person who is part of a close-knit and traditional community.
Examples:
Villager community. Local villager. The rural villagers were saddened by the destruction of their homes in the natural disaster.
Collide.
To hit something violently when moving.
Examples:
Collide head-on. Collide in midair. The interests of the two countries collide.
Perpetrator.
A person who carries out a harmful or illegal act, particularly one that involves violence or deception.
Examples:
Perpetrator identity. Culprit perpetrator. The police have not yet caught the perpetrator of the crime.
Detain.
To keep someone in official custody, to prevent them from leaving.
Examples:
Detain a terrorist. Detain for investigation. The police detained the suspect for questioning.
Glimmer.
A flash of light, especially unsteady or reflected light, a slight sign of something.
Examples:
Without a glimmer of truth. Give a glimmer of light. There is, however, a glimmer of hope.
Epiphany.
A moment of sudden and great realization or revelation, a Christian festival, held on January 6th, celebrating the visit of the three wise men to the infant Jesus.
Examples:
Epiphany about life. Feast of Epiphany. She had an epiphany while meditating and realized the answer to her problem.
Intuition.
The ability to understand or know something without reasoning or evidence, a feeling that guides a person to do or believe something without fully understanding why.
Examples:
Creative intuition. Intuition research. Some studies suggest that people's intuitions can be influenced by their experiences and biases.
Smashing.
Very successful or impressive, causing something to be broken or destroyed.
Examples:
A smashing blow. Give smashing results. The band's new album was a smashing success, reaching the top of the charts.
Carve.
To create something by cutting wood or stone, to turn sharply.
Examples:
Carve a statue. Carve my name on the plate. This statue is carved from a single tree trunk.
Undeniable.
Not possible to deny, true or certain.
Examples:
An undeniable fact. An undeniable masterpiece. Her influence on teenagers is undeniable.
Conceit.
An excessively high opinion of oneself, self-importance.
Examples:
Full of conceit. Puffed up with conceit. His vain conceit made it difficult for him to work well with others.
Discography.
A complete list or catalog of a musician's or musical group's recordings, typically arranged chronologically.
Examples:
Complete discography. Discography album. The band's discography spans over 4 decades of hits.
Singe.
To burn something slightly or superficially, usually by mistake.
Examples:
Singe off the hair over the flames. Singe the edges of a fabric. I didn't realize the iron was still hot and singed my dress.
Homesick.
Feeling sad or nostalgic for one's home, family, or familiar surroundings, especially when away from them for a significant length of time.
Examples:
Suffer from homesick. Homesick for home. The military personnel stationed overseas often feel homesick for their loved ones.
Nostalgia.
A sentimental longing or wistful affection for a period in the past.
Examples:
A warm nostalgia. Nostalgia trip. The ice cream truck sound brought back nostalgia from my childhood.
Scrawny.
Excessively thin or skinny, often in an unattractive or unhealthy way.
Examples:
Scrawny cat. Scrawny appearance. He was always insecure about his scrawny physique.
Nephew.
A son of your brother or sister.
Examples:
3-year-old nephew. Nieces and nephews. My nephew is 8 months old and still being breastfed.
Bodyguard.
A person or group of people employed to protect someone, typically a public figure or a person of importance, from harm or attack.
Examples:
VIP bodyguard. Elite bodyguard unit. The celebrity hired a personal bodyguard to protect them from the paparazzi.
Whim.
A sudden idea or desire, especially one that cannot be reasonably explained.
Examples:
At the whim of circumstance. Whim of youth. He quit his job on a whim and moved to a new city.
Law.
Traditional knowledge, stories, or beliefs often passed down through oral tradition, a body of knowledge or tradition that is often considered to be mythological or legendary in nature.
Examples:
Military lore. Mythological lore. The village's lore passed down stories of their ancestors and their traditions.
Hallowed.
Considered holy or sacred, deserving of reverence or respect.
Examples:
Hallowed tradition. Hallowed memory. The church was considered a hallowed ground for the community, where their ancestors had worshipped for generations.
Pigeon.
A stout-bodied bird with a small head, short legs, and a short, cooing call, typically found in cities and domesticated for food.
Examples:
A racing pigeon. Pigeon on the roof. The pigeon perched on the windowsill, pecking at the bread crumbs left for it.
Musicology.
The study of music as a scholarly discipline typically focuses on issues related to the history, theory, and cultural context of music.
Examples:
Musicology professor. Musicology research. The musicology conference held last year brought together scholars from all around the world.
Jealousy.
A feeling of resentment or bitterness towards someone because they have something that you desire.
Examples:
Jealousy feeling towards another person. Burn with jealousy. His jealousy of his brother's success caused a rift in their relationship.
Patriarchal.
Relating to or characteristic of a society or system in which men hold the dominant roles and positions of power, male-dominated.
Examples:
Patriarchal society. Patriarchal government. The patriarchal system that many societies have is outdated and unfair to women.
Entertainer.
A performer who provides amusement or enjoyment to an audience, often through acting, music, dancing, or comedy.
Examples:
Entertainer of the year. Comedy entertainer. The dancer is a talented entertainer who captivates her audience with graceful movements.
Confuse.
To mistake one thing for another, to make somebody hard to understand.
Examples:
Confuse the listener. Confuse fantasy with reality. Her remarks confused the debate.
Interrogate.
To examine someone with questions over a lengthy period of time, especially in an aggressive manner.
Examples:
Interrogate an enemy soldier. Interrogated by police. The lawyer spent a considerable time to adequately interrogate the witness.
Rev.
A measure of the rate at which an engine or motor rotates, often expressed in revolutions per minute, RPM, verb, to increase the number of rotations per minute.
Examples:
Low rev engine. Rev up the crowd. He stepped on the gas pedal, and the engine released a loud rev.
Psychotherapy.
The treatment of mental or emotional problems by talking with a therapist.
Examples:
Field of psychotherapy. Psychotherapy for depression. He took psychotherapy to help him deal with his accident trauma.
Storytelling.
The act or art of narrating or writing stories.
Examples:
Storytelling performance. Courtroom storytelling. She was skilled in storytelling techniques, such as using different voices for other characters.